Hey everybody, Ben here. Message for someone. First off, thanks for clicking on the video and thank you for showing up for yourself each and every day. So when I connected, first thing out of my mouth was I feel all out of sorts. I then envisioned like uh, a matchbook, I should say more like a matchbox, the longer wooden ones, bursting into flames. Then I was taken to like a place in the country where it was like a shack, and there was this large boiler with a very large, chimney going up. But then it kind of reminded me of a still to make alcohol in. It's copper colored at that point, and we got into that process of when we make alcohol, we have something fermented, distilling, and we're leading it to a boil, but alcohol evaporates sooner than water. And the very first bit of that alcohol is normally discarded in the center. The center portion of it is the good stuff, and then at the end, the rest is discarded as well. And what came through was, refining, purifying, going for the purest form. At that point, anything can be alcohol. It came through, and it is true. Anything that can ferment can be alcohol, and we can utilize it as on a lesser proof, lesser alcohol by volume, as in beer and wine. And when we distill it, we are taking the highest dose, the purest of the pure, and we can keep running it through that still to purify it even more, make it even stronger. You could also have another apparatus, I think they used to call it a thump keg, where the first bit comes out, it goes in there, and it re-evaporates, leaving any water or moisture that may have came across. When we think of alcohol in general, they call it spirits. Spirit can come through at that time when we are, drinking at a low vibration, or we are far too intoxicated that our soul kind of steps out. It's an open vessel, and a spirit can come through and, create harm for others, at that time. So the cards kind of explain this pretty similar, that we're going for the purest form of something. Our first card, Hangman reversed. Resistance. Unable to see the potential in, a rigid outcome. If we're looking at this alcohol analogy of we want the purest. I think what's the purest? 200 proof. And we might be at 195 and we want it to be pure. We have this outcome or this envision of how it should be, and if it's not that way, it can't be done, or very very stuck in this way. We can't see a bigger picture, another way around it, or another path. Next card, Knight of Wands reversed. Fleeting interest, grabbing a hold of, you know sorry, grabbing a hold of shiny things, trying to possibly replace an outcome. It's also be delays, obviously self-inflicted if we only see it taking place one way. Our next card, Seven of Swords, dishonesty. This could be dishonesty with ourselves, self-limiting beliefs, confidence, or cutting corners. If this pure thing is for the greater good of everything, and we are trying to cut corners on how to get there, when really purifying something and honing it down so much takes a lot of tender care and attention. If we're trying to cut that corner to get rich quick schemes, type deal. Next card, Two of Pentacles reversed. Instability. Again, resistance to change, or being overwhelmed with all these options, overwhelmed with all these fleeting interests. Which path do I go? I could do this, and this, and this. Not but still being in this rigidity of an outcome that it has to be this way and this is the only way. Our last card, Knight of Pentacles reversed, procrastination, lacking motivation, probably because of these rigid uh, beliefs or structure of an outcome that it has to be this way. There is no other way, and if I have to go this route, oh, that's too much work, or it's not going to be the way I want it to be. I wanted it to be this way. You know, get rich quick schemes, putting a lot of effort into it, losing motivation. The purest form can be taken two different ways of this alcohol. If we are trying to purify something to have it a very rigid, perfect, absolutely perfect, the only way we can see perfect in our mind's way, or we are trying to manifest something, but we're not putting any effort into it to make it or to take it to its purest form. When we look at spirit, if alcohol can be made from anything, spirit can be in anything and everything. Just touching on this, on the aspect of, looking here online, everybody has their different ways, their different gifts, their different connections, their different experiences with spirit. If we are moving towards something like that, or trying to bring that about into our life, it is in everything. And it's our choice whenever we want to open our eyes and start acknowledging that whatever we start with, it will put energy into that, and it'll replicate from there. And then whatever we start to put our attention to, just, okay, I've outgrown that, and now something else will take place. We'll start to put our focus on that, and it grows from there. So wherever our attention goes, energy flows, and spirit is in everything. So I will leave it there. I wish you all the best and take care.